Hello there, we have Roux here and we're working on leash training again. So a big chunk of this session was spent on Ruby actually learning how to put the leash on again. Ruby still has fear involved whenever the leash is about to be put on. She doesn't like to be touched on the back of her harness, and she doesn't like the leash getting close to her back. As you can see right here, Gio has reached for the leash close to her back, and Ruby kind of backed up a little bit. That's still a sign of her kind of not liking being touched back there. So through training, we are hoping to let her become more tolerating and actually accept being touched in those certain places. It was really important for her because we have to be able to put the leash on. Ruby also, I just told you just now, it seems like she has never really been taught how to be on leash properly, which is why we're breaking it down inside first. So putting the leash on is a part of leash training. Can you accept that? If so, I can go on to the next part. The next part is actually walking next to me on leash. Now, Ruby actually does this thing where she goes and escapes to the highest points, the couch right here, or the couch right there, or the chair right there. We teach her like, no, we actually aren't going right there. I don't want you to give up. We can still walk. And for her just walking back and forth on leash was so hard for her that she continuously escaped to these spots. So we are preventing that. We are not letting her escape to these spots. We're trying to have her work through her emotions. We're just walking back and forth. We're not pulling her back. We're not pulling, dragging her anywhere. We're just walking forward or backwards. If she pulls, we stop, which is the whole premise of loose leash training. If Ruby pulls, we stop. We want to start teaching her that pulling is not caused by us. That feeling of tension on the back of your on your back is not caused by us. It's caused by you. If you do pull, everything stops. The walking stops. But if you walk with me, if that leash is really loose, come on, Ruby. Like right here, if it's really loose, like right there, then the walk will continue. And treats will happen. If you walk near me and not pull, treats will happen continuously. Like right there. Yes, good job. We are continuously conditioning her to get off the couch and continue to walk. This is just building her confidence. It's something about just walking on the floor the entire way next to you on leash is really hard for her. So we're just breaking it down. You can do this. The reason we're breaking this down inside is because this really translates well outside. Ruby doesn't have anywhere to escape to outside. She has to just walk next to us and still be safe. So for her to learn how to walk confidently on the floor inside, it's going to help her walk confidently on the ground outside. And I hope that makes sense. Dogs are really literal, and like I said earlier, Ruby has the signs of always being carried. It seemed like she was carried a lot during puppyhood before you got her. Perhaps the person who had her, or the people who had her, just carried her everywhere she go. And we typically do this with small dogs because they're so small and easy to carry them. But the problem with doing that is that the dog actually never learns how to life on the ground. And the problem with that, as you see, is a dog who typically doesn't like to be on leash because leash means walk on the ground, and also they don't know how to handle exploring the world on the ground, which is not fair because they are small dogs and they are still dogs. Even though they're small, they're still dogs. So we're breaking down everything how to dog on the leash, and she's doing a really good job inside. And I hope everything I just said made sense.
Good job. Good girl.
If Ruby pulls or is having a moment where she's barking, you may notice outside in the future, we are not going to pick her up. We're going to wait her out, use our leave it, and then walk away. We're not going to just pick her up unless there's an absolute emergency outside.
Okay, that was a big one. You had to chew that.
I'm kind of jumping the gun because we're not outside yet, but just wanted to give you a taste or idea of how we do outside.
Yes.
So I just noticed that Ruby just kind of sat down. She was like, I don't want to walk. Gio just kind of said, let's go, and kept them moving. We highly recommend practicing just like this. Keep her moving. You can walk. You can walk. I'm not going to pull you. You can walk forward. And when you do walk forward, treats will happen. Like I said, you walk with Gio, a treat. And there's a treat. Good job.
Good job.
Good job. She's doing much better now. Do you see how she's looking at Gio? She's walking next to her and they give her a constant eye contact or constant focus. She's checking in with Gio. Okay, what are we doing?
There we go.
Gio's also being really silly to get her to continue to move with her. But yeah, very simple. You really cannot over-treat this. You're going to give her treats for walking next to you. If she pulls, you stop. And when she continues to move, give her a treat. You can give her even more treats than what Gio's giving her right now.
Okay, good
Good job.
Good job. Good, let's go.
Good.
Good job, let's go. Good job.
She's making a really great habit of stopping whenever Geo is stopping,
You can sit. Yes.
which is something we call default stops or automatic stops.
Just one sit.
Good.
Okay.
Sit on leash is also very weird and also very well on this floor. So you can see how dogs do not generalize well. So we have to take our time and be patient with them whenever we ask for a behavior in a new environment. That being said, Ruby did amazing today. Today was a really good, hard-working session for her. She really did struggle at first, but it's really good to see that she's working through her emotions. Yes, she struggled, but she is still progressing the way she should. So we are very proud of her, and she's making some really good progress. That being said, if you have any questions, let us know, and we love working with Ruby. If you have, again, let us know if you have any questions or anything comes up. See you later.
Great harness.
Oh, it is a great harness. We love that.